This is a hobby. I repeat, this is a hobby. This is a hobby. If you have money to invest and you think real estate might be where you want to invest, or you're already a real estate investor, that's what I like to talk about. I have a 140,000 square foot commercial real estate portfolio, 150,000 total, 122,000 which I own. I built that up over the past 12 years. When I got out of the Army in 2012 November, I had a $20,000 truck loan and about $4,000 in the bank. And no, I didn't, have a rich father or family member seed me or anything like that. I will not say that I've gone, to this level, which is still relatively small in the real estate world, myself. I've had great mentors. I've had a lot of great, friends and such that have provided a lot of support and stuff. But real estate, if you can imagine, and I'm going to use big numbers here, if you're collecting $2 million in rent and your annual increases are on average 4%, that's $80,000 more a year that you're going to be collecting. And that's $500, $700 a month. So if you're living on $30,000 a month and inflation is 3 or 4%, and that's an extra $1,000 a month, that you're every year that expenses are going up, but you're adding 6x that. That's really good. Well, how do you get to $2 million of rent? That's a lot of damn rent. What if you're only collecting $200,000 of rent a year and it's 3 or 4%? That's still $500-600 a month extra, and that's something. So how do you build up a real estate portfolio? You can skip to the front of the line, take a big jump, throw down $1 million in a $4 million asset, throw down $100,000 on a $400,000 asset. Whatever you choose to do, this is kind of where we talk about those kinds of things. I'm not this is not a monetized channel or anything like that. I like to just talk about real estate, talk about what I'm doing. Like currently stabilizing, I sold an asset last year in July 31-ish. The same day, I took all those proceeds and rolled them into a big asset, and then I had some cash left, and I rolled that into another asset, and then I used small leverage on one of the assets I purchased to buy another asset, and then I started a fund and bought another asset. So basically went from like 70 to 122,000 owned, 150,000 total the past 6 to 8 months, and they're all value add assets that have to be stabilized. So I'm in a stabilization mode, if you will. Yeah, so it's been intense.